There is a reason the words of Marcus Aurelius still resonate, even after nearly 2,000 years. In a world that has changed in technology, speed, and complexity, the human mind remains largely the same: restless, emotional, and often undisciplined. Marcus Aurelius was not just a philosopher, he was a Roman emperor, responsible for leading an empire through war, plague, and uncertainty. Yet despite the chaos around him, he focused on mastering something far more important: his own mind. Today, we may not be leading empires, but we are constantly battling distractions. Social media, instant gratification, and endless stimulation have made it harder than ever to stay focused and disciplined. This is where Stoic wisdom becomes powerful. Marcus Aurelius taught that you cannot control external events, but you can control how you respond to them. This idea alone can transform how you experience life. When something goes wrong today, most people react immediately. They complain, they get frustrated, or they blame others. But Stoicism teaches you to pause, observe, and respond with reason instead of emotion. This ability to control your reaction is rare, and that is exactly why it is valuable. In a reactive world, a calm and composed man stands out without even trying. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that life is short and unpredictable. This awareness was not meant to create fear, but to create urgency, to focus on what truly matters. In today's world, it is easy to waste time. Hours disappear scrolling, consuming content, or chasing meaningless distractions. Stoic wisdom brings your attention back to reality. It forces you to ask, what are you really doing with your time? Another powerful lesson from Marcus Aurelius is the importance of discipline. He believed that a man should do what is right, regardless of how he feels. This idea challenges the modern mindset of acting only when motivated. Most people today wait for motivation before taking action. But Stoicism teaches the opposite: action creates discipline, and discipline creates strength. The Stoic perspective also changes how you deal with problems. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, you begin to see them as opportunities to grow stronger. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the obstacle is not in the way, it is the way. This means that challenges are not separate from your path, they are part of it. In modern life, people often avoid discomfort. They choose convenience over growth, comfort over discipline. But this only weakens the mind over time. Stoicism teaches you to embrace discomfort. When you willingly face difficulty, you build resilience. You become less dependent on external comfort and more grounded within yourself. And this is why Marcus Aurelius's wisdom remains relevant today. It speaks directly to the struggles of the modern man: distraction, lack of discipline, emotional instability, and offers a path toward clarity, control, and strength. As you begin to apply Stoic principles in your daily life, you start noticing a shift in how you perceive control. Most people believe they are in control of their lives, yet they are constantly influenced by emotions, opinions, and external events. Marcus Aurelius challenged this illusion. He believed that true control lies not in shaping the world around you, but in mastering your internal world, your thoughts, your reactions, and your judgments. In today's environment, where comparison is constant and validation is easily accessible, this lesson becomes even more important. Social media has created a culture where people measure their worth based on external approval. But Stoicism teaches that your value is not determined by how others perceive you, but by how you conduct yourself. The writings of Marcus Aurelius remind us that seeking validation is a trap. When you depend on others to feel good about yourself, you give away your power. But when you act according to your principles, regardless of recognition, you build a form of confidence that cannot be taken away. Another reason his wisdom remains relevant is because it teaches emotional independence. Most people today are emotionally reactive. They feel high when things go well and low when things go wrong. Their state of mind is constantly shifting based on circumstances. Stoicism offers a different path. It teaches you to remain steady, regardless of external outcomes. This does not mean suppressing emotions, but understanding them, observing them without letting them control your actions. This emotional stability creates a powerful advantage in modern life. Whether it is in relationships, career, or personal growth, the ability to stay calm under pressure allows you to make better decisions while others are overwhelmed. Marcus Aurelius also emphasized the importance of living in the present moment. He often reminded himself not to be distracted by the past or anxious about the future. In today's world, this lesson is more relevant than ever. People spend their days either regretting what has already happened or worrying about what might happen. Very few are fully present in what they are doing. Stoic wisdom brings your focus back to the only moment you truly have, the present. When you begin to live this way, your actions become more intentional. You stop rushing through life. You become more aware of your choices, your habits, and your direction. This awareness leads to better decisions over time. Ultimately, the reason Marcus Aurelius's wisdom continues to resonate is because it addresses timeless human struggles. Technology may evolve, societies may change, but the inner battles of the human mind remain the same. His teachings offer a way to rise above these struggles, not by changing the world, but by mastering yourself. And in a world where most people are controlled by everything around them, that mastery becomes your greatest advantage. There is also a deeper layer to the teachings of Marcus Aurelius that many overlook: the idea of responsibility. He constantly reminded himself that as a human being, he had a duty to act with integrity, to contribute to society, and to fulfill his role without complaint. In today's world, where many avoid responsibility and seek comfort, this mindset creates a sharp contrast. It pushes you to rise above excuses and take ownership of your life. This sense of responsibility transforms the way you approach challenges. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "What is required of me in this situation?" This simple shift in perspective changes everything. It moves you from a passive mindset to an active one, where you focus on solutions rather than problems. Another powerful aspect of Stoic wisdom is its emphasis on simplicity. Marcus Aurelius lived in a position of immense power, yet his writings reflect a desire for a simple, disciplined life. In contrast, modern society constantly encourages excess, more consumption, more stimulation, more distraction. But Stoicism teaches that clarity and strength come from simplicity, not excess. When you begin to simplify your life, your habits, your thoughts, your priorities, you remove unnecessary noise. This allows you to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your discipline, and your purpose. In a world that thrives on complexity and distraction, simplicity becomes a form of power. And this is why the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius continues to stand the test of time. It is not tied to a specific era or circumstance. It is rooted in the fundamental nature of being human. It teaches you how to think, how to act, and how to remain steady in an unstable world. And for the modern man seeking clarity, strength, and control, these lessons are not just relevant, they are essential.